the absolute Let's bring that back. Welcome to our Elite Synergy Trading Call. My name is Pamela Pacheco, and I have the absolute honor, pleasure, and privilege of being your host tonight. It is Tuesday, November the 12th, 2024, and I have none other than the pleasure of interviewing one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, Mrs. Kia Valentine. Not only is she a super mom to her three amazing boys, Ari, Z, and Koa, she is the host of the Rich Auntie podcast. She is a wealth strategist. She is a boss, and more than anything, she is killing it right now on the leaders board. Not only as a couple are they killing it, she is leading production as a female, and I am so grateful, honored, pleasured that I not only get to call her a business partner, I get to call her a sister friend, and I also get to take copious notes. I call her the poised savage for a reason, and I am so excited because I know tonight is going to be a blessing for each and every single person that is taking advantage of this opportunity. And here's what that means. For everybody here, that may mean something different tonight. But for you that wants to take advantage of this opportunity and seize this moment means that you lock in. It means that you silence the noise. It means that you silence your cell phones. It means that you probably silence notifications as well. Because if you miss a moment, you may miss your moment. So without further ado, I'm so excited to bring up the one, the only, the legendary Mrs. Kia Valentine. Hello, sis. I am so grateful you are here with us today. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to see if I could go ahead and spotlight this, and if I could spotlight you. Hello, there we go. Yes, looking
All
gorgeous.
right. Can you hear me?
Yes. So I told people a
Awesome.
little bit about you, but we have people brand new, Kia, from all over the world. Say hello, welcome them, introduce yourself a little bit more, let them know a little bit about you, how you got introduced to this industry, and a little bit more about who you are. Thank you so much for being on tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna jump right into it, just to save some time, guys. So Kia Valentine here. I'm originally from the Bahamas, if you hear an accent, okay? Many of you probably know my husband, Josh Valentine. If you're new, you will soon meet him for sure. A mom, I'm a wife of three, a mom and a wife, and I'm a mom of three amazing boys. And it's just a blessing to be on here tonight, just sharing with you just all we're about to share tonight. So I'm going to let Pam lead this one, and I'm going to just go
Yes.
with the flow.
So awesome. Well, you have a background in engineering. You have a background as a professional. You have a
Yeah.
background as a wealth strategist. You
Mhm.
have a background in business. You absolutely dominated with your husband, and we side by side, working hand in hand, both of you guys, foot on the gas in building organizations around the world, in being number one in retention year
Yeah.
after year, in single-handedly being responsible for allowing more people to travel out of the Bahamas than any organization in the history of the country. I
Mhm.
mean, what's the mindset that allows you, with such credibility, with such business acumen, that you could be doing anything else? Why this? What is the mindset? Talk to us about that today.
Well, like you said, I am a wealth strategist. And what's big to me is generational wealth, because I believe that a wise person leaves an inheritance for their children's children, right? And that's something that has always been with me ever since a kid, just growing up, going to church, just learning about just how to be a good steward of everything. So when I say a wise man leaves an inheritance for their children, it's more than just finances. It's the community you surround your kids with. It's the people that you connect them with that have the skill sets that you want them to have. And so why Viago makes so much sense is because it's all of it together. You have the wealth building, you have the generational wealth in with the finances. But then you have all these amazing people that my kids get to meet and become friends with their kids. And also, just people they can learn different skill sets from and network with and build a community with. And so I just absolutely love that about what we do here. And that's definitely why, Viago is just a place for me and my family.
Indeed. I know that's right. Yes. And church
Yeah.
said amen to that. So you are leading the charts. And
Mhm.
not only are you leading the charts this month, no. Y'all made it. And I'm gonna say y'all because you and Josh, y'all both made it a point to say, leading out of the event, we're going to close out the month. And
Mhm.
while not to say anybody rested on their laurels, but when you talk about seizing opportunity and capitalizing on an opportunity, immediately taking action, what was the mindset behind that? Because there's a certain level of mindset that you have to tap in to win. There's a certain level
Yeah.
of mindset that a champion has to turn on. The Mamba mentality, if you are a fam team Grover, it's like the dark side. Well, take us there because we need to know. Talk to us about that.
Well, this is not my first rodeo in terms of the industry. I've been here for over a decade. And what I've learned over that time is I learned to recognize opportunity. I learned to recognize when the timing is right. And so that may not be something maybe a new person would be able to see right away if this is just something they have started. If this is your first time in the industry, awesome. But for those of us who have been here for a while, we can always tell when something is about to happen and we make it happen because it's just being in the right time at the right place. And with everything that's happening in Viago, I am so excited. I am so excited on this call, guys. Like my body is literally shaking right now because of all the excitement that I just can't contain it. And when you know that you know that you know that you're in the right place at the right time, you just move with power, you move with certainty, you move with effort because you do not want to lose that opportunity. You do not want to let it pass. You do not want to miss the boat. And there's a few times that may happen within Viago, but I'm telling you guys right now, this is your first run. We may do a few runs after this, but this one here, if I just wish everyone could, I wish you could go into my mind sometimes and see everything that's in there because even articulating it sometimes is difficult for me because it's really a feeling of certainty and it's really a feeling of making a decision to do something. When you make a decision with anything, in your life. And when I say a decision, I mean a true decision, guys. A lot of people say they decide to do something, but they're just talking. You have to walk the walk. You have to put in the effort. And what I've learned is that if you're going to truly make a decision, you have to do all out massive action. Like you have to in order to move those mountains or to move the needle for yourself. And so, in this season where I am and what I see and where we're going, I am just excited to be on this journey. And I'm excited to shout it from the mountaintops that Viago is just where it is where you need to be. So yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And speaking of that, Kia, your activity, like you said, you're not new to this, you're true to this, right? You
Right.
you you know exactly what to do. And
Mhm.
it's go. And what does that activity look like? Because there's moms on this call, there's multiple businesswomen on this call, multiple businessmen, families on this call, and you guys have 3 kids. And on
Yeah.
top of it, you homeschool
Yes. Yes. Yes.
3.
Yes. 3. Yep. 3 boys.
3 boys, okay? And the V-Bros are amazing, but they're 3 for you.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And you're still managing to get these results. So what does that activity look like and how do you do it?
Yeah, like we homeschool our kids, and that within itself is a feat, especially with our youngest one. He just started. He's 5 years old. So, it's we have a lot of time and energy we have to spend with him as well. And so for the moms and the dads out there, whether you're doing work, whether you're homeschooling, or whatever it is that you're doing, it's genuinely just making time to do the income producing activities. And what is that? That's reaching out to people. See, I know that you cannot control the results, but you can control the action. That is all you can control. I leave the results to God, okay? I do the work and I leave the rest, because let the chips fall where they may. Now, I also ask for the sale. So you definitely got to ask for the sale every single time. But what I'm saying is I'm reaching out to people. Now, what does that look like as a mom that homeschools, as a woman that runs businesses? Everything is not balanced. There is no such thing as balance when it comes to going after your greatness, or taking your shot, or taking your opportunity. I can tell you, I clean, right? But my house is nowhere near as clean as it used to be. Okay. Let's keep it real on this call. All right. So some things like the food, the meals, they are prepared very quickly, okay? Sometimes it may be something you could just throw in the oven. It's been a lot of spaghetti these nights, and I'm a person that cooks home cooked meals every night. So here's how, this is what it looks like. This is really what it looks like. And this is not to scare any of you that maybe you want to take it slow. If you want to take it slow, that's fine as well. I've been there where I took it slow and I've been massively successful. However, I don't want to wait to be successful in Viago. So some things do get put on the back burner. Yes, they get done, but sometimes not at the level as I'm used to, because this is my focus. It is intense action. And I know the moms on here, some of you may be guilty because you're taking more time to do your work and your business. But who are you doing it for? What is the purpose behind it? Because see, when we go intensely at something, it's not for an eternity. It's for that 90-day run, right? So in those 90 days, sometimes other aspects of your life may take a little dip, and that's okay. You may not have your house as clean as it usually is. You may just throw those clothes in the drawer because you ain't folding them. All right. So, for a season, you are pushing, you are all out, intense, massive action into what it is that you want to accomplish. And it's necessary if you want to accomplish it a lot faster, because I like to, what my husband says, collapse time frames, meaning I don't want to take 3 years to do what I could do in a year. You know what I mean? And so I want to spend the rest of those years enjoying everything. So you just have to be focused. You just have to just focus intensely on that goal and do the income producing activities. Yes, personal development is wonderful. Yes, you should be learning and growing, as long as that is not your crutch or your excuse of why you're not doing the work. Too many of us, we want to be personally developed. That is awesome. You can do that. But just don't let it be something where you're like, well, I need to take a season to be personally developed before I start doing the work. No, become personally developed while you're doing the work. Do those 15 pages a day or that audio. But at the same time, the income producing activities is truly what you need to focus on. Do not play yourself. Do not cause yourself to be focused on other things when you know exactly what you should be doing. And so as a mom, as a wife, I'm just saying I gave myself the permission to not have it all together. And that's okay, because the rest of our life is going to be pretty much all together for the most part, hopefully, but at least for this period and this season in this time, it is go time. And that's our focus as a family. And so we got our kids together. We got them and sat them down at the table, and we told them exactly what we were going to do. Because one thing about me and my husband is we could let ourselves down, but when it comes to our kids, you better believe we are leading by example. That is no ifs, ands, or buts. It's not if you feel sick, you don't do the work. It's not if you don't feel like it today, you don't do the work. No, because our kids know exactly what we're going for. And I can tell you, especially my oldest, he asks me every single day, Mommy, did you put in a member today? And it's either a yes or a no. And if it's a no, I need to go put in a member because he is watching everything that I do. And so that's what I'm talking about, generational wealth. It's not just about finances. They are watching us go after our dreams and our goals. They see the intensity we go after it, and we're bringing them along the journey, and we're explaining to them exactly what we're doing. And so give yourself permission to go all out. Just get it done. You will only be grateful that you did.
Yes, ma'am. As we wrap this up, you said take the money. You said make
Yes.
sure you asking for it. You don't let your kids down. Make that's accountability partners. Get
Best.
it done. Like no ands, if or buts about it. What does that conversation look like as we wrap this up when you're talking to people? Because a lot of these are conversations. They're not
Yep.
presentations, they're not Zooms, they're not videos, they're conversations, and there's something in that conversation that is there. It's passion, it's vision, but it's something, it's certainty. But what does that exactly look like and for you guys
Yes.
and for you?
And let me just start by, just focusing on, like you said, I'm not doing presentations. And here's why. This is not for the person who is just getting started. If you're showing someone for the first time, okay? Like I said, I've been in this game for a long time. So I want you to understand this because you would need to do a presentation, most likely, okay? So I just want to say that at first. Who I'm sharing it with, and because I want to go fast, are people that know me, they know what I'm about, and they've been on runs with me before. These are not strangers, meaning they have worked with me. They know my work ethic. They know my credibility. They know if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to get it done. So let me just say that when I reach out to my people, I'm talking to them, letting them know where we are going, meaning this is what I'm doing. You can come with me if you want to. It is completely up to you, but this is where I'm going. And I ask them at the end, so what do you want to do? Do you want to get started now? Or do you want to wait for this opportunity to pass you? So, with me, it's all about your attitude, your energy, your posture. And this part goes for anyone. If you're showing them the presentation, right? At the end, you have to be certain you're going to close them. This is the best thing they have ever seen. So one thing I don't want you to ask them is, what did you think? Or how was it? Take those words out of your mouth right now and out of your mind. Because what do you mean? How was it? And did you like it? Of course they liked it. What you need to do is find out what aspect did they like the most? Did they like the travel the most? Or was it making money that appealed to them the most? Because based on those questions, then I know where next to take it. Okay. You're going to have some people, they just want to travel. You're going to have some people that are also open to the idea of making money. So for those who are doing a presentation, at the end, you want to find out what did they like best. Okay. Now, based on that, then you can ask for the sale, meaning, okay, awesome. So are you ready to travel? Okay, awesome. Are you ready to make some money? It's as simple as that. Don't overcomplicate it. Just ask the question. Ask for the sale. Are they ready? I say, okay, so what do you want to do? The travel or the business? And I smile because I gave them two options. You want to do the travel or the business? If they give me any other objections, that is not a no. That is just, okay, I have some questions or I have some concerns. So as I smile, they're either going to say, I'm ready to do the travel, or they're either going to say, I say both a lot of the times too. So if it's both, then travel and business. If it's just travel, that's cool as well. Of course, you never want someone to just come in for the business aspects aspect of things, because you want them to be able to see everything that's going in their binary. So the best thing would be to ask, do you like the travel or both? So you could simplify it that way. What do you want to do? Do you want to just travel, or do you want to travel and make money? You could phrase it however you like once you ask for the sale, whatever you're comfortable with. So figure out what that question is going to be. Now, if they have any objections, guys, it's just answering their question. Oh, well, I want to know, do I have to travel as a group? Answer that question and then say, okay, awesome. I answered all your questions. Do you have any other questions before we wrap it up? If they say no, I say, okay, so are you ready to travel, or are you ready to travel and make money? You see how simple that is? You may have to ask 2 times if you had to answer a question, but it's just questions. You're asking them closing questions to get to the bottom line, right? What do you want to do? It's as simple as that. So don't look at questions as a no. Look at it more as you're just asking for the sale. All right. I hope that helps. To the point, short and sweet. We
Yes,
don't need no long
ma'am.
talking and all of
Absolutely.
that
Thank you
stuff.
so much. I know that
Yes.
you're jumping on a launch. Thank you so much for getting
Yes,
on here
yes.
with us. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate you, sis. Thank you, the one and only Mrs. Kia Valentine, ladies and gentlemen. Show her some love. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for blessing us. This was absolutely incredible. So I am going to go ahead here and share some slides with y'all today. Give me a second. Here we go. Here we go. And can you guys see this? Yes, you guys just heard from the one and only Mrs. Kia Valentine. So as you can see, this is our leaderboard. And if you have no idea, if you're brand spanking new and you have no idea what the Viago launch triple play is, more money up to $17,000 in prizes. You could get 2 times your money by hitting 20 points, means double the prize money as well, cash incentives, or 3 times your money when you hit 30 points. How do you earn a point? 2 ways. 1 point, enroll a new ambassador or customer with a Viago launch point, or 1 point if your existing personal or ambassador purchases a pack. So how do you get access to the elite synergy system? So this is our training system. The elite synergy system exists so that you can find the training, the resources, the calendar for the entire year of events, of things happening in your city, of things happening that you need to know, videos, access to everything that you need. And if you're that person that's like, well, I don't know what events you're talking about, this is our Good Life Training 2024-2025 events calendar, starting with our virtual regional training event that's going to be live from the 5s. We are going to have a blast. January 17th through the 19th, Playbook in Dallas, Texas. But take a picture of this, right? So that you have it, and you can find it at elitesynergysystem.com. If you are not part of our ViagoInnerCircle.com, you have nothing to lose because you get a 30-day free trial today. So get on it. Get access to live monthly interviews with top industry leaders. Right after this call, we have an Inner Circle live taking place at 10 p.m. It's going to be incredible. You get unlimited access to all of these weekly drops, exclusive one-on-one interviews, access to VIP parties. If you know, like you was at an Inner Circle party, there is no party like a Viago Inner Circle party. And you also get priority seating at our events. And trust me, you want to just get access to being in the room. Iron does sharpen iron. And like I said, tonight, special event tonight with Eric G and friends, driving it home live from Cabo, Mexico. It's going to be absolutely epical. This live stream will be inside the Inner Circle app as well under the Driving It Home tab. So make sure you register for that. Get your 30-day trial so that you get access. If you have not registered for our events and you're not joining us in Mexico, but make sure you get access at viagoevents.com. If you are in Cyprus or anywhere near Europe, take advantage. You got legends like Efrosini and Melanie coming to bless that market. It is going down. The European training tour in Cyprus. and get access to Playbook in Dallas, Playbook in Dubai, taking place at a city near you, viagoevents.com. So we're going to be live from the fives, viagoevents.com. If you are not registered, if you are, get registered with somebody else. I know a lot of people want to have watch parties, and that's awesome. We get it. But guess what? If people don't pay, they don't pay attention. Okay? That's it. If people don't pay, they don't pay attention. So don't play yourself. Pay yourself. Get people registered because there's value in what it is that you are adding to their lives by getting access to our amazing Good Life training platform. Make sure you get registered at viagoevents.com. We have our All Ambassadors Zoom taking place tomorrow with our president and CSO, Mr. Eddie Head, joined by special guests that you do not want to miss. That is taking place at 12 p.m. Eastern on the flyer here. You can make sure, screenshot that, put it in your group chats, right? Make sure you're going on elitesynergysystem.com for all of your updates so that you have access to all of this. So guys, this concludes our call for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining on. As always, we are so grateful to be here. And as Kia said, you know, those were great takeaways. Your mindset of a champion. Remember, what does that activity look like? Is it congruent? Is it in alignment with your goals? Is it in alignment with where it is that you want to be? Every day, are you seizing opportunity within the lifetime of the opportunity? I don't have kids as of yet, but I have godchildren. They're going to be my new accountability partners. Who's going to be your new accountability partner, right? Your why is looking at you in your eyes every day. That was so powerful. Not letting down the people that are most important to you. What are you fighting for? Who is it that you want to make proud? Who is it that you don't want to let down? These were so many significant takeaways, and I know the chats are blowing up. Taking advantage of this opportunity, having conversations, letting people know where you're going, casting vision. People cannot follow you if you do not tell them where it is that you're going, but also giving them something to follow. If you say that you're going to do something, go ahead and do it. The only difference between vision and a lie is action behind it. So put action behind what it is that you say you want to do, right? And that vision, that dream life that you have for you, that you have for your business, that you have for your community, for your kids, for generations to come. Now is the time to seize opportunity. Let's go, Viago. Blessings on blessings. Great night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.